before we get out of here, I wanted to ask you about this new rapper. His name is Little Brazy, and he's been going viral for all the wrong reasons, man. I've seen him, punked quite a few times, but with the most recent situation, he was on No Jumper, and he said a derogatory word towards the South Side. And shortly after this, he gets approached at a store by a Southsider, and he folds up real quick, man.
Right.
Dude's only like 12 years old. What's your thoughts on that? Because I know you guys was in the street early, young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is something that I know you have experience with.
I feel like he playing a dangerous game if he ain't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen the No Jumper clip. I spoke on this before too. You know what I'm saying? But when he said what he said, like I say, bro, when he's into it, when don't like niggas, I ain't shocked about how niggas talk about they enemies, folks. You know what I'm saying? But you will have to stand on that shit, bro. He said that shit about the Serenos, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and the Serenos, bro, you could check they facts, they history, folks. Them violent as hell, folks. And I'm sure, in Los Angeles or out there in Cali, where they deep at, folks, I'm pretty sure, like, what did he even get caught in Cali? Was that Cali that caught him? Where they caught him at?
I heard they caught him in Utah, where he's at.
Wow. So the Serenos everywhere then, folks. You know what I'm saying? And this is why you gotta be careful, because like you ain't even dissing a set, you dissing the organization. You know what I'm saying? And them organizations be scattered out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some people probably picked up, moved to Utah from somewhere else, or maybe they got a Utah Serenos, folks. Bro, they might be out there and you around dissing them and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is why even like, bro, back then in the day, I had to tell a lot of my GD homies, like, folks, like, when we got old and we was laughing about a lot of shit, I had to tell them, like, bro, like, this shit ain't for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, when this and the GDs for, when we even drop the rakes or anything, like, that ain't no disrespect to y'all. Y'all just know, like, them is our enemies, folks. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we talking or coming across. This is how we dealing with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, at one point, we didn't even differentiate. We just made it seem like we was talking about everybody, because we was never like, this block only. You know what I'm saying? We was dropping rakes, and we didn't give a who got offended, but they was always directed just at our ops. You know what I'm saying? If you got offended by it, it was like, all right, but we was always talking about our ops for. And when I got older, I had to let a lot of my GD homies know that I became cool with later on down the line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that one for y'all. Because when you get out here and you say bullshit about a whole organization, folks, now you talking about everybody in every organization, folks. In that organization, I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't say this set of Serenos. You said the Sereno. Now, you was talking about a specific set at one point, but then he like disrespected them as a whole after that, folks. You know what I'm saying? And now you gonna have, like, we dealt with that too. Like, I remember back when Phone first got on, we would go to certain cities for their shows, and behind the scenes it'd be shit boiling, because this is a heavy populated GD state. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes going to them shows down south after you done yelled all that GDK shit, folks, used to be dangerous, folks. Because them down there, GD as hell, and they GD to the core, and they'll get on that about that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They really honor that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? One thing I noticed about GDs out of town is they that shit meant more to them than the GDs from where it started in Chicago. Like, them out of town GDs is 7-4 to the world blow. So you go to some of these cities, bro, and they want to make you answer for that, folks. It had been shit that had been happening, attempts on phone them trying to take shit from it. It had been little shit that happened behind the scenes that never hit the forefront, folks, over that shit and how we was, arguing back and forth. So I could just picture with Shorty, like, you got to be careful, Shorty, because you dissed them as a whole. Now they done got up on you and shit. Now, what I can say is this. The nigga who got up on them, folks, he should have fucked them up. You know what I'm saying? But I also had to understand that Shorty is a kid. I'm BD, like, he a real kid. Like, if you hit him as an adult, you go to jail. I'm BD, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much of a kid he is, bro.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.